It's Elias, AK47, roaming live from the gutter, and you're listening to the OTS Project. Shots will be fired.
So I'm out here. I'm just trying to do my imperial job. You know what I'm saying? My duties as a stormtrooper. So they got me out here on freaking Endor, roaming around. They forgot to tell us in the briefing, dog, that when it gets dark out, it's like fucking. It's a nightmare. It's legitimately a nightmare. So trust me, like we're having a good time. Like during the day,
Right.
Me and the boys, we're vibing. You know what I'm saying?
You're chilling.
Eating a little bit of chili. You know what I'm saying? Having a good old time. doing a little bit of this. You know what I'm saying? And then. And then once the light goes out, yeah, and then once the light goes out, and my guy's on fire, but I don't know, so I'm still just sitting there like. Once the light goes out, once the sun's gone, dog, it's literally a nightmare. These damn Ewoks, bro, they just started attacking the shit out of us. We couldn't see where they were; they're so small. Our flashlights, because. Of course, our flashlights don't work normally for some reason, like they should be. They go out every 30 seconds, 40 seconds, and you gotta
Imperial
smack it.
Equipment, man. It's always subpar.
Yeah. So they're coming out of nowhere. I see wisps flying around, killing people, all this shit, bro. It's getting crazy. So I'm lucky that I started. And then I'm on the ship, right? I'm on the ship, getting the fuck out of there, and then I just see. I don't know what it was. I couldn't fully see. But there was something else down there that was even scarier, bro. It was some big-ass monster thing that was moving through the woods. I don't know what the hell that thing was, but I am so glad I was already on that Imperial shuttle getting the fuck off that hellhole of a planet. Y'all thought Dathomir was bad. Go to Endor at night, and Dathomir will look like a fucking cakewalk. So, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to OTS News, episode 46. We're doing something a little different here. A little spice, a little extra cayenne pepper in that stormtrooper chili, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're doing something a little different. The whole purpose of OTS is to legitimately showcase people, specifically really in the wrestling world. And we've been doing that with the OTS showcase. But, I came up with the idea, why are we not interviewing some people from time to time? Why are we not getting people on the pod to sit down and do a nice interview? So that's what we're going to do today. We have the brand new establishment executive champion who also just so happens to be a co-founder of OTS Project, Mr. Elias, AK47 Roman, will be joining us a little later on into the pod. We're going to replace our discussion where we would normally have a discussion. We're going to replace that with the interview. And I think we're going to do this from time to time. There's, normally going to be discussions, but every once in a while we'll have an interview and stuff like that. But before we get to all of that, Theo, what you been doing, my boy?
Nothing. I've been chilling for the most part. Chilling, same old. I did get myself a bit of a late birthday present for myself in Cuphead, which we talked about recently on the music episode. I've been wanting to play that for a long time, and I finally picked it up. Nice. Difficult, but also quite fun. I've been enjoying it.
I have heard that. I've heard it is a very, very difficult game, but it's got a big fan base. I've seen people talk about the game for years at this point. So.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's got a lot of great artwork, a lot of great music. The gameplay is fun.
It's a side scroller.
It's a side scroll shooter platformer sort of thing. You just gotta know when to put the controller down for a little bit. That's just right.
Right.
You can't get too frustrated, otherwise you're just not gonna want to play anymore. So I've been playing it in pieces just to kind of not over stress myself with it, but it's been fun.
Right. That's cool. I've also finished a game. I don't know if you finished Cuphead, but I have been playing a game that I have finished that we have talked about before. You have talked about before. What I think was it your game of the year last year?
It was my game of the year last year.
It was your game of the year last year. Was it game of the year overall? Like at the Game Awards?
I don't believe so.
It was nominated.
Let me look it up.
I know. I'm pretty sure it was nominated.
I don't think it won.
Yes, I have played and finished Dispatch. My God, what an incredible game that was. I had the time of my life. I don't know why I procrastinated. So not that I procrastinated, but I bought it a month ago and I just never played it. Yeah, I am so glad I played that game. Such a good game. Reminded me of the old Telltale games that we used to play.
Yes. Love those.
Very different studio, but very similar with you're really just playing a TV show in a sense, and you have very sudden either quick time events or very sudden dialogue interactions that you got to choose, and it's all, whatever you say, whatever you do is all going to come back to maybe bite you in the ass later.
Mm-hmm.
There's multiple endings, all that stuff. Yeah, very much like the Telltale games. I had the time of my life. I thought it was a good time. Sonar, bro, what a cool character Sonar
He's
is.
so cool. I
Great
love Sonar,
vibes.
man. He's awesome.
Him and Invisigal were definitely my favorite characters out of the whole game. My choices, I will. What were your choices? Let me ask what your choices were for the big choices. We won't go through the whole game, but like the really big stuff.
So obviously they're pretty much from what I've seen throughout the community, it's pretty much there's two teams. There's Team Invisigal and then Team Blonde Blazer.
Right.
Me personally, I'm a Blonde Blazer guy. I think she's
Ooh.
just super awesome. I think she's super kind and just a good person overall. And I was like, yeah, her and Robert, it makes sense to me.
Right.
Robert, honestly, might just be my favorite. I know it's like the protagonist and all that, but he's just such a cool character, man. I can't
he is.
not like this man. He's so dope.
He's a great character.
Oh my god, what's his name? The main antagonist of the game. His name is blanking on me at the moment.
Shroud.
Shroud. Yeah, I know. I picked a spare Shroud because I was just like, he's a hero, man. He's not going to be like a killer like that. So I chose to spare him. I can't remember any of the. I feel like those are like the two big choices. I feel like in the game.
Did you pick?
I don't know if I'm
Did you
forgetting
pick?
any.
Did you pick Waterboy or Phenomenon or whatever his name is?
I picked Waterboy. I'm a Waterboy fan, man. He's cool to me, man.
And I feel like I already know the answer to this question. Did you cut Homegirl or did you cut Sonar?
I cut Homegirl, man. I'm not cutting Sonar. He's too cool, man. He's too cool.
So it seems like you and I had the exact same choices except for the romance option. I went with Invisigal. Blonde Blazer is
There's
awesome.
no bad option. There's no bad option.
Both of them are great, very beautiful. I may have been swayed by that dream sequence. That dream sequence was definitely hot.
It's very tempting.
So yeah, I went Invisigal, but I may replay it and do the opposite of everything I did. But yeah, what a great game. Had such a good time. Yeah, I picked Invisigal. I picked Waterboy. Because, I mean, come on. I thought, I'm like, he needs a chance, man. He is at least the other guy.
Exactly.
The other guy he was shining glory. He was like Superman. You know what I'm saying? The other kid didn't even get a chance. So I'm like, he needs a chance. Cut the other chick. Sonar was way too cool to cut him.
Of course.
Yeah, and I also spared Shroud. Same thing like you said. We're heroes, man. We don't kill people.
We don't kill people.
So yeah, that was my choice, was to spare him. Although I will say, I watched like the other kind of endings on YouTube. You definitely get not more of like a. It feels like the ending. If you go with Blonde Blazer and you kill Shroud, the ending kind of makes more sense because Invisigal turns evil, and then when you kill Shroud, Robert assumes that she's gonna take over take over the gang. So I'm like, that kind of makes more sense leading into probable season 2. Whereas
that would be dope.
our ending, it's kind of just like they don't even touch on Shroud after that scene. Like they don't even I was like, where did he go? He just got arrested, I guess. Like,
jail.
So yeah. So I was like, there's definitely more. Not that it necessarily makes sense, but there's more to go off of if you went the other route of turning her evil and like she takes over the crew. But yeah, overall loved it. I loved the dispatch feature, like having to control
it was so
the whole
much
thing
fun.
and choosing who to send, where, and when to send them, and all that
Right.
stuff. It was confusing at first, but then I started locking in, especially like once I got Waterboy in there, and then you get random ones talking about like there's a giant fire. I'm like, well, obviously he's going there. Like, why?
There's some heroes, man. You're just like, wow, that guy's perfect for the situation.
Right,
She's perfect for the situation.
Especially like their abilities too. Like, what the hell was the pop star chick? I'm forgetting her name.
Prism.
Prism. Yes, she was. I think she was my most used hero because one of her abilities was like if you send her with another person, she duplicates that person. So it like if you have a 3-slot thing, it fills the 3rd slot with a duplicate. So if there's a giant fire and it's a 3-spot thing, I send Waterboy, but I would send her because then it sends 2 Waterboys. I'm like, there's no way that fails. You know what I'm saying?
So good.
Yeah. Overall, just really good. I love that. I don't really watch him too much, but Moist Critical does the voice of Sonar, which I thought was cool. Who's a YouTuber?
Yep, he does. And, Sonar. Jacksepticeye does Punch Up.
Yes, Jacksepticeye. That was the one that popped me because I used to watch Jacksepticeye as a kid.
Yep.
So like him, I knew that voice immediately. I was like, wait a minute, hold on a second.
I know you from somewhere.
But also our boy Jesse from Breaking Bad voices Robert. He's the voice. So I'm like, damn, they got some people up here, man.
They got some heaters, man. They got some heaters.
And I'm forgetting the name, but the girl that plays Invisigal, her name was familiar. I know she's done a bunch of stuff in games, like a bunch of voiceover roles. Yeah, they just got a bunch of people. Overall, yeah, I just really love that game. I'm excited for. Yes, I've heard that name before. I know she's done some. I think she may either her or the girl that does Blonde Blazer was the voice of Abby in The Last of Us Part 2. That's what I do remember.
I think that was Blonde Blazer.
Okay, but I know the Laura Bailey name is very familiar as well. So yeah, definitely a stack cast.
Laura Bailey's Mary Jane in Spider-Man 2.
There you go. That's where I know her name. Yeah, I'm excited. There's clearly going to be a season 2. I can't wait for that. I will definitely be all up in there, and hopefully this studio.
We both will.
Yeah, hopefully this studio makes other kind of games like this with different kind of themes and stuff like that. I think that'd be really cool. It's
like
got me
Telltale successor.
Right. It's got me wanting to go back and play some of those old games. I downloaded the Batman one. I don't think I ever.
So goated.
I don't think I ever finished it. I played it, but I don't think I ever finished it. So I got to play that one.
I love that one. That's a great one. You're gonna love it.
But I'm definitely looking into. I remember back in the day. I think I played the first one was the Walking Dead that I played. I remember that obviously.
Right.
With Lee, our boy Lee. Yeah. Mm-hmm. First time Theo cried in a video game. I remember you telling me that.
True.
But I remember playing the Back to the Future one. I forgot that existed, but I remember playing that on the PS3 back in the day. I played the whole
that one too, yeah.
And I was looking into it. I didn't even know there's a whole Jurassic Park one. There's a Game of Thrones. I'm not a Game of Thrones one guy, but I
played the Game of Thrones one. That one wasn't bad.
Okay, yeah. So I was like, damn, I didn't realize and there's also a Walking Dead Michonne one. That one I really want to play because I love that character. So yeah, I might have to go back and find a way to play all those for sure. But yeah, other than that, hung out with Wyatt this past weekend a couple times. It was pretty cool. Went to that Hudson Treasure Mart, picked up a few little things, a couple Hunchback of Notre Dame things, and then we went to another thrift store on Sunday and yeah, just kind of hung out, had a good time. Wyatt's on the hunt for a CD rack, and this poor man cannot. My mom found one that she got me, so I have one. And we went to the same thrift store, and they didn't have it. And then we went to another one, they didn't have it. So this poor kid is just on the hunt for a damn CD rack. Couldn't find it. But
someone help our boy out.
somebody help him out, please. But yeah, let's dive into our song of the week.
Ooh. Song of the week. All right. My song of the week is going to be I Love Her Again by J. Cole. This is off his new album, The Fall Off, that just came out like last week. This whole album is incredible. I'm a huge J. Cole fan, and this song, it's just straight storytelling, bro. It's just straight storytelling. I love it when J. Cole does storytelling. He just does cinema, man. He's incredible.
Mine is going to be a little out of the left field. It's going to be Paciencia e Fe from In the Heights.
Okay.
That song, man, what an emotional song. I'm forgetting the actress's name, but who plays Abuela Claudia in the movie version. I'm obviously talking about the movie version. Great performance there in that, and especially the choreography with the subway and all the dancers and all that stuff. Just overall, very powerful scene, very powerful and emotional song. So definitely my song of the week. I gotta hold up. My phone's about to die, but let me add these to our playlist
up real quick.
Real fast. What was yours again?
I Love Her Again by J. Cole.
Love Her Again. Jermaine Cole. Again. Who put Jermaine Cole in the
Jermaine Cole in the freezer?
All right, let's see. Theo's song of the week. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching and you want to listen to our playlists, we do have 2 separate playlists on my YouTube that are public that you can go through and listen to our previous songs of the week. We have both very large and different kind of tastes in music, so you're not gonna go to one of our playlists and it's gonna be all rap or something like that. It is very all over the place for both of our playlists. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
very true.
All right,
you'll find something to like.
Yes. All right, it's time for our favorite time of the week, our weekly blind rake, and mine is definitely interesting.
Okay, I can go first if you want.
Yeah.
If you want to keep it second. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So since our special guest for this episode is going to be Elias Roman, his catchphrase is iconically, why is my phone blowing up? Is iconically, shots will be fired.
Right.
So I'm going to give you 5 shooters to
Ooh.
blind rank, like fictional characters, like across movies,
Okay.
games, TV, all that sort of stuff.
All right.
And the first one I'm going to start you off with is the man who shot first, Han Solo.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. But we always do have that one. If I can remember right, that's the one and only scene where they really do focus on the fact that this man's like a sharpshooter. I don't really remember any other scene that.
I mean, you could say like Solo. There's a few scenes in there where he's like quick drawing and stuff like that.
Right. We'll put him in the 3 spot. We'll put him in the middle. Although that scene obviously is very iconic.
It's iconic for sure.
Right.
Next up, we got the Winter Soldier.
Ooh. All right. I mean, this man has murdered many people, and he's done it in a very stealthy way for the most part. But again, I'm not sure if I ever remember a scene of him just straight up really focusing on being like this crazy sharpshooter. I'm trying to think. So we'll put him in the 4 spot for now. Mm-hmm. How many times can I say 4 in a 5 seconds?
4 for 4. Wendy's 4 for 4. Bring it back.
Bop, bop, bop.
Bop, bop. Next up, we've got our favorite cowboy here on the pod, Arthur Morgan.
Ooh, all right. I mean, he, there's a couple times where you can do a little standoff out at the bar with Mr. Arthur Morgan. Plus, I mean, if you're playing, there's a few missions where you have to snipe some people at a camp or at a factory and things like that. So we'll put him, just for safety reasons, I'll put him at the 1 for now because I don't know who else is coming.
I like
that man.
I like it.
That man don't play no shit. So he'll go in the 1.
All right, next up.
Hey, I've never lost a shootout as him. That's all I'm saying.
Real Arthur Morgan don't lose shootouts. That's canon.
That's right. True.
Next up, we've got the elite John Wick.
Ooh, I don't know much about John Wick. I'll be honest with you. So I don't know. He may have to go into the 5 spot because I just have not seen the movies. So
damn, you gotta watch those movies. He's like so efficient with how he kills people with guns. It's crazy.
All right.
And then finally, we've got Frank Castle, the Punisher.
Oh, come on, dog. That man, same thing. I've seen that man walk around with a sniper a few times, but I've also seen that man just be super, super lethal with really anything. So I think that's my 2 spot.
That's
that he had
2
going.
spot. Yep.
I'm happy with him at the 2 spot. One of my favorite characters. If I could re-rank this, the only thing I'd probably do, I'd probably switch Winter Soldier and Han Solo. Maybe make Winter Soldier a little bit higher. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with the way I rank this.
Yeah, pretty good. Let's see. If we're talking about shooting here, I'm gonna be honest. I think John Wick might take the number 1 spot, bro. He is an elite.
So I just can't say anything because I haven't seen the movies. So
we got to get you to watch these movies, man. They're really really good. Next up, I got to put the Punisher at 2. He is an absolute just demon with any sort of firearm you give him.
Yeah.
3, I'm gonna put Arthur Morgan.
Let me tell you something.
This man loves to people. Yeah, I got Arthur Morgan at 3. My soul can't put Han Solo at the 5. My soul can't do it. I got to put him at the 4th spot and put Winter Soldier at the 5.
All right. That's not bad. All right, my blind rank is definitely interesting. It does hinge on the idea that Elias Roman is our guest, our interview for this week. So, Mr. Theo, you are going to blind rank. This is going to sound so egotistical. This is going to sound so narcissistic, sir. You are going to blind rank people that I have managed in the past. This is mainly because I completely forgot to do a blind rank up until right before you joined, and so I had to come up with something off the top of my head real fast.
Is Mr. Baseball on this list? I would assume since you technically never managed me, but since we were both kind of managers, I don't know if...
Well, Mr. Baseball was in a match before. It just wasn't necessarily the skinny Mr. Baseball. But the character has been in a match. That's true. All right, number 1 is going to be Mr. Elias Roman.
Man, I'm going to be honest, man. Of all the people that I've seen you manage, I feel like he is definitely one of the top guys that I picture like right next to you when it comes to who you're managing.
Right.
I think I'm going to have to put him... I'm going to put him at the 2 spot.
Okay. All right. Next one is going to be Catalina Perez.
Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one. I'm gonna say 3. She's also up there in terms of like who I would picture right next to you as a manager.
Okay. Your next one is gonna be Mr. Richie Pepperfield.
That's one. That's the number one. That's who I see it every time. I'm like, it's you and him. I mean, look, it might be a little bit of dynasty bias, but I mean, that's that's just what it is.
All right. Your next one is gonna be Miss Lexi Gomez. You only got the 4 and the 5 spot left.
I've got the 4 and the 5 spot. I don't want to do Lexi like that, so I'm gonna put her at the 4 spot.
All right. Well, your last one is going to be Mr. Baseball. He is in your 5 spot.
I you know what? I'm absolutely happy with him at the 5. I'm not even mad at that.
All right. If I had to rank this, I'm not going to rank this because that seems a little fucked up. I will say I will put Elias at the 1 spot and everybody else I'm not ranking.
That's fair. That's fair.
But Elias can clear. He can clear the 1 spot. All right. We're gonna skip an OTS showcase, although I did have one here listed. We'll do it next week.
Okay.
Just because I forgot to send it to you, and we're already showcasing Mr. Elias Roman, so I think that should be the focus here. So we got a bit of news. Let's dive into that news. Mm-hmm. All right, so there's not a ton of news because also we are recording this on a Thursday night, so we did miss a little bit of time than we normally would have. But we got a trailer that dropped today for Spider Noir. This is definitely something that you are going to be very excited for.
I've been seeing pictures of this stuff online for the past week, and this stuff looks great. I'm very excited for this.
Definitely not fully something that I'm like going crazy over, but I obviously am going to watch it. I am intrigued to see it. I did do a podcast today with my friend CT, and he asked me if I had watched it. We talked about it. So, Mr. Theo, do you want to kick this off? Because again, this is probably more your vibe.
I haven't watched it. But I didn't even know the trailer came out today. I'm gonna be honest. I've been working all day, so I don't.
Let's take a quick pause so Mr. Theo can
quick
watch
pause.
the trailer.
Yeah.
All right, so we both just took a second to watch and rewatch the trailer. Very cool idea though, off rip, that they are making it to where you can watch it in black and white or in full color. I think that's a really cool idea. You look like you got something that's about to burst out of your mouth. What do you want to say?
This shit's so fucking gas, man. This is my shit. I'm gonna be watching this in black and white. I love this. I love the whole aesthetic. I love everything about it. This looks awesome as fuck. I can't wait.
Yeah, it definitely looks cool. I'm definitely more interested after watching it the second time there. I'm definitely watching it in black and white. Me and CT in the podcast we just did, we're talking about that, and I said like years ago I would have been like, yeah, no, I'm watching it in full color. But when they dropped Logan on Blu-ray and they had the noir version, I remember being like, fuck it, let me watch it in the noir version. I was like, oh, this is a fun way to watch a movie. This is a really cool way.
That's how I felt about Werewolf by Night, because that also had a black and white version, and I watched that and I was like, yeah, that was definitely the way to go with that.
Right. Looks great. We saw a couple villains in there. It seemed like Sandman. There was some guy with some sand on his face. It seemed like Man Spider. There was definitely some sort of creature that looked like a man and a spider. Yep. And like Molten Man or something. There was a guy that was on fire. As well.
I think it was Molten Man. Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. I'm intrigued to see where obviously we don't know the story for this at all. We don't know what the idea is. So I'm intrigued to see where these villains come in. I'm intrigued to see if there's new villains that we're not going to know about that are going to come in, that are, are we going to see a Norman Osborn or a Dr. Octavius and things like that in a noir, like 50s kind of version? I think that'd be really cool. It doesn't make me wonder. I don't think they're going to touch on this at all. But the fact that Nicolas Cage is playing him, it makes me wonder, is this the same version from the Spider-Verse movies that we've seen, or is this going to be just another version of the character that's just, the same type of
I mean,
guy.
It could be either or. I think with the Spider-Verse, it really just it's like an infinite sort of thing of Spider-Man. Right. So it could just be the same, like, noir Spider-Man, or just two incredibly similar noir Spider-Man.
Right.
We'll have to see.
But yeah, I'm very intrigued, very excited to see. I forgot who that girl is, but I know that they confirmed that girl is somebody. Like, she might be their version of Mary Jane or something. I don't remember, but I remember a couple of days ago I saw some post that said who she was. So yeah, definitely intrigued to see where this goes. But this is definitely a Theo thing. This man's gonna be counting down the minutes.
For sure. I love Nicolas Cage. I think it's very divisive on whether people like him or not as an actor, but I like him as an actor. I think he's a great actor.
No, I definitely have enjoyed what I've seen him in. I think he's definitely out there. He's definitely very eccentric. But like so is Jim Carrey. You know what I'm saying? And everybody loves Jim Carrey.
Works.
So
it works.
Right. Have you ever seen the movie Face Off?
Face Off. It sounds very familiar. I might have. I don't know.
This seems like a movie that you would fucking love. It's Nicolas Cage and John Travolta, and for whatever reason they have to swap faces. So essentially, Nicolas Cage is playing John Travolta's character, and John Travolta is playing Nicolas Cage's character. Yeah, I feel like this, but it's not
this
like
has a 93 on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's not like a comedy though. If I recall, it's like a very serious movie.
This looks like
it's just like
more
this,
like an action movie, sort of.
Yeah, so I think you should check it out. I think you'd probably
I'll have to find this. Yeah.
So, is there anything else that we didn't cover? There's this quick shot of him swinging through the city, which is kind of almost takes me out of the vibe, low key.
Yeah, it really does. It really kind of does.
Yeah, so I don't know, but again, we'll hold judgment until we actually watch it. So, all right,
I'm excited though. It looks great.
Yes, our other piece of news. Continue with some WWE 2K news. I will say I have officially pre-ordered. I pre-ordered the standard edition.
Okay. Okay.
So I did not go all the way. I say that, but I feel like I'm gonna have a little bit of FOMO when I don't get that week early access. I definitely feel like I'm gonna be a little jealous. But
this is gonna be you on one episode, just like. It's coming out, guys. It's coming out. I'm gonna be there. It's coming out.
Yeah, I know everybody in the world's playing it, but not me. I gotta wait till the 14th or whatever it is.
We're gonna have to cover it next week, I guess.
No, so I pre-ordered the standard edition, but we did get some news. CM Punk has been confirmed to be in the showcase featured star, which is really cool. There was a list. I didn't bother going through pulling up the whole list, but there was a notable missing match with him and John Cena from Money in the Bank 2011. That match is not in the showcase.
What?
I think some people were saying like the reasoning as to why this may not be in the showcase is because in that match you have both John Laurinaitis and Vince McMahon get involved, and so that's probably why they didn't include that. Although I do feel like, I guess either way people would have clowned it. Like to me, it could have been a Mike Tyson 2K16 thing where it's just a generic person. They could have just had generic guys in suits doing that stuff. But then, of course, people would be like, what is this bullshit, bro? 2K can't even do something. You know what I'm saying? People would always find a reason to complain.
That's one of the, his biggest, if not his biggest match of all time. Like, what are we talking about here?
There was some stuff people were speculating if Jeff Hardy might still be in the game because they gave us a list, but they didn't reveal the full list. They said we're going to keep some surprises for when the game comes out. So, people are speculating, hoping and praying that one of the Jeff Hardy CM Punk matches will be in the showcase, and they're just waiting for the drop.
That'd be dope
to do that. There was a shot of like a early like in the 90s ECW arena, so people's theory of Steve Corino being in the game because he got interviewed for one of the 2K things. People have been theorizing that, which I hope. I love Steve Corino, so I really hope he's in the game.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
There was in the trailer, there's like a custom CM Punk arena, which is cool. I think it's similar to how I think this year they did there was like a Bloodline arena or whatever. They're doing something similar with that. AJ Lee has been confirmed for the game. She's going to be in there, which is really cool. They showed her entrance. I'm very happy about that. I'm glad they didn't try and save her for DLC. I figured she would have been like the big selling point for DLC, so I'm glad that didn't happen. It seems like there's going to be two versions of her, too, because they showed the entrance, and her entrance is, like, current day AJ Lee. Like, it's normal AJ Lee. But they just posted an hour ago, a photo of AJ Lee, and it's her 2015 attire. So I'm like, okay, I guess there's two versions of AJ Lee, which would be really cool. And one of the things that they did, which honestly is probably a lifesaver, they, you know how I think it's not the first time they've done it. They did it in the WrestleMania one. They did it in the Bloodline one with you do the showcase, and then at the end, you do like this giant gauntlet match.
Yeah.
And it just unlocks whatever the Bloodline arena. They switched it to where now that's still a thing. There's gonna be like the best in the world gauntlet, but if you want, you can play showcase mode, or from the jump, you can just play the gauntlet as Punk or as AJ. And if you win the gauntlet, you unlock everything in the showcase mode, so you don't have to play the showcase mode.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that's probably what I'm doing.
Yeah, honestly. Give me the gauntlet, bro.
Right. Because I mean, I love CM Punk, one of my favorites, and so maybe I will play it just because I do love his career. But like, if it was anybody else, for sure, it's like, yeah, I'm doing the gauntlet, because I never really cared that much for showcase mode. If I'm being honest with you, I just do it so I can unlock what when they did the Rey Mysterio one, that was the only way to unlock Dom. I'm like, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna not play it and unlock Dom. So I'd imagine it's the same thing here, where the only way to unlock AJ Lee is to play through the showcase or play that gauntlet. So yeah, definitely happy about that. They also they showed that there's gonna be two-tone hair now, which is cool, in the creation suite, and so you can there was a screenshot of it, so you can have two-toned hair on your cause, and body morphing is back too, so you don't have to just pick one of the template like bodies. You could pick piece by piece what each body part looks like, so that's really cool. I know that's something that people have been
That's gonna
praying
be funny
for.
to see in community creations. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure. And there was some crazy uproar. This is the last thing that I can think of for now. There was a crazy uproar. This honestly was kind of hilarious to see. So Maurice, not somebody that's really around. Maurice isn't really around. But she's been in the game. She still has some sort of Legends contract or merchandise contract. And she shows up from time to time. She'll come and help the Miz with something or whatever. But she's not normally around. But each year she's in the game because she is a legend and stuff like that. But they don't really do anything with her model because she's not really around. So they kind of just keep porting her model since like 2K19 or whatever.
Right.
Apparently this year was the year that everybody said, fuck that shit. Because this past week, bro, there was a crazy uproar on Twitter about because I think in the showcase there's going to be a what if match for Miz and Maurice versus Punk and AJ. So they showed it, and Maurice had the same like silver gear that she's had. Everybody lost their fucking shit. And weirdly enough, honestly, 2K, they saved their asses on this. They said that's just one of two attires that she has in the game. So she does have another attire that I would imagine is like more from like 2022 or something like that. Right. But man, they got so lucky that they added that second attire, bro. Because if not, man, they would have been torn to shreds.
Right, for sure. Yeah.
But yeah, definitely hilarious. But yeah, that's from what I saw, that's kind of everything that came out this past week. I'm waiting on some news on obviously Universe Mode and more of the Creation Suite. Those are my two biggest things every year. So I'm intrigued to see the draft feature that they talked about and this like Universe Wizard thing. That's what I'm intrigued. So I think probably next week is when they'll do a ringside report on that stuff. So that's where I'll probably have a crazy info dump for everybody. But yeah, that's kind of it.
Yeah, sounds cool. Sounds promising for most parts, except for, I guess, Maurice in this case.
Right. Well, no, I mean, she got a second attire, so
she got a second attire. I mean, that's great, yeah. You think that would have happened at some point else in the past 7 years, but hey, better late than never, I guess.
I did see, too, Carmen Petrovic, I guess she's an NXT superstar. She was on TV. She's been kind of off TV for whatever reason. She made the cut in the game because Punk... So what they did was, like... they had Punk this past Monday take over WB Games social media or whatever. So they were just posting videos of him backstage just like saying like, I'm going to post this. Now I want to post this. And so he posted one screenshot of like him as, as the GM or whatever. And it showed like the draft. When you finish the draft, it shows like your roster. It showed that Carmen Petrovic was in there. So I'm like, that's cool. I like her even though she doesn't get utilized much. I'm like, that's cool. She made it in. I know Miles Bourne, he was in like the gameplay trailer. So I'm happy to see, some more NXT people getting added every year. I mean, they say 400 people, so that's definitely promising, which is wild too, because like 400 people plus 200 cost slots, you're gonna have 600. If you do all that, you have over like 600 people to fucking utilize.
600
dog
battle royal.
Yeah, crazy work. Especially, I don't know if the 400 counts the DLC or not. So yeah, I want to speculate at some point too who could be DLC once we know the full roster and stuff, because I got some thoughts. But yeah, all right, it's time for our interview with Mr. Elias, AK47. So let's jump to future Theo and future Kyle with the executive champion. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got our interview rocking here with the brand new Establishment Executive Champion,
Yeah.
Yeah, give it up. Round of applause.
a co-founder of the OTS project, Mr. Elias Emmanuel, AK47 Roman.
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right. So, how you doing, my boy? How's it going? Everything going
I'm
good?
good. I'm good. I
What
feel
have you
good.
been up to? What have
I
you
mean,
been up
life-
to? I haven't seen this kid in like 2 years.
That's true.
Just trying to wrestle.
Yeah.
Okay. It's working, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it's working a little bit. Yeah, just wrestling, working. That's all.
Type
Yeah,
shit.
Good
type
shit. Good shit. All right, so we got some questions we want to ask you. Obviously, you're my best friend, so I know you very well. But there's still some things maybe I don't know about you. And Mr. Theo, definitely, like you said, he hasn't even seen you or probably even talked to you in 2 years. So he's got some,
Yeah.
some things
It's
he
been a
wants
while.
to know
It's been a
about
while.
you. So, Mr. Theo, do you want to start us off, and we'll just go back and forth?
Yeah, I guess I can start us off. Well, I mean, we're all big wrestling fans. We've all pretty much grown up watching wrestling and stuff like that. We all have like.
I had no clue.
Who would have thought? You know.
I don't even know about wrestling.
I mean, we all have like inspiration and like heroes and stuff like that. Just like people that we've like grown to aspire to be and stuff like that from the wrestling business. So I guess my first question really for you is who is your favorite Muppet and why?
Oh.
Favorite Muppet? Oh, shoot.
Uh-oh.
Let me see.
The people want to know, and I'm the people.
Dang. I like Animal.
Okay.
He's a
I
good
say
one.
Animal.
I
He's
like
a little
that
crazy.
answer.
The hair, we got like the same hair, low key.
I can see it.
Yeah, but Animal, he's a little crazy. I'm a little crazy, so I like him.
All right, yeah.
And
fuck
Kermit, because he's the main character, you know.
He's the
I'm
goat.
main
He's the
character.
goat. He's the
That's
goat.
right.
So, but
True.
yeah. But I think Animal is my favorite.
All right, good answer.
Hey, they were on an episode of Monday Night Raw that one time. So
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
weren't they the guest GMs or something like that? So
Yeah, I was like 5 years old.
yeah, I was like 28 when that came out.
Yeah.
All right, so there's gonna be some wrestling questions, but I think we're gonna save a lot of the wrestling stuff for later in here. And
Right.
on kind of the podcast here and in OTS, you know, it's wrestling centric, but we like a vast majority of things. And I know that you also like a vast majority of things. So we got the old KB toys, right, where I post every day things that I pick up and whatnot. And I know that you, sir, are also a collector of many of things. So I want to ask you, as a kid, what was your favorite toy or video game that you had?
Let's see. I really, since a little kid, I only collected like the Jack specific wrestling toys.
Right.
I didn't have anything else. I just like wrestling so much, so that was the only thing. I was like hyper focused on wrestling. So I had like an Undertaker figure. That was one of my favorites. It was like best of 2008 or something like that. It said on the trunks.
Yeah.
I think that was my favorite wrestling figure. I had a ring for like a day, and then my dad stepped on it, so I never had. Like it was, I had freaking Falls Count Anywhere matches every time I played.
Every time.
Yeah.
And then video games, I like The Last of Us, Fortnite.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really play too many video games now.
Yeah.
Because I'm busy being the champ. But
True.
yeah, but I guess The Last of Us is probably the best game I've played.
Man, that's an emotional game.
That's
Both
a good
parts,
answer,
very,
yeah.
very good. I had a similar thing with the ring. I've probably told you before. I had like other rings, but I remember I got the Toy Biz TNA ring that came with the AJ Styles. Yeah. And I had it for a day, and my dad came. I was playing in my parents' room. I was playing on the bed, and my dad came home from work, and he threw himself on the bed, and he went bam right on that thing, and I heard like crack. I just heard a crack, and the ring post snapped in half. One of the ring posts just snapped in half. So yeah, very sad.
Yeah,
very
I thought
sad.
I was gonna get like another ring, but we ain't have money like that, and they were like, "Nah, it was your fault for putting it on the floor." I was like, "Where am I supposed to put it?" Like, on the
Shit.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, Mr. Theo.
All right. You are, as we mentioned before, one of the co-founders of the OTS project. As one of the co-founders, what does it mean for you to be OTS? What does OTS mean to you?
It means a lot because, you know, I didn't get a lot of. I started in North Carolina, in Firestar Pro Wrestling. I see a lot of people from Firestar Pro Wrestling grow, and just become, you know, big things in wrestling right now. like Javon Evans, like Jackson Drake. They're all flourishing right now, and I feel like out of Firestar, especially at that moment, I feel like I was up there with them. Maybe not as good, but maybe on par with them. But yeah, it's just for some reason I wasn't able to break out. Haven't been able to break out, and now I'm suddenly starting to break out little by little, and like the prophecy, get out the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's finally happening for me. So it means a lot to represent that and try to help as many people as I can. Even though I'm just a kid, whatever, but I try to help as much as I can, and it means a lot. Not only bring myself up, but I want to see other people eat too. I don't want to sit alone at the table and eat. I want other people to be at the table with me and eat too. So that's what it means to be OTS for me, and that's what it.
Right,
for sure.
Right, amen.
I mean, that's the purpose, man. That's the purpose. Like it was a group, right? It was you, me, Carlos, Marcos, whatever. But
yeah,
it was also from the jump. We talked about like it's not just a wrestling group. We wanted it to be an opportunity to showcase anybody that wanted to that felt like they were being held down, and that's what now pivoting with you still representing us in the ring and me and Theo doing the podcast and stuff and having the showcase and now doing interviews. Like that's literally the purpose, is us trying to showcase as much talent that we think deserve the spotlight as can be. And I think on my end, I mean, you're a co-founder, but I think on my end, like you're the guy that we put the stamp on from the jump, because that's just what we both agreed on. So that was a good answer, because that's truly what the idea was for us when we started, was to really do that, So all right,
for sure. And I feel like it's not to keep going, but I feel like it's not about being actually part of OTS project, because right now it's you guys doing the podcast, me wrestling, but it's whoever I step into the ring with, I want to make sure that's the match of the night. That's what everybody's talking about, not only for me, but my job is to make others look good too. Right. So every time I go into the ring, it doesn't matter if there's like 5 people, 10 people, 100 people, it doesn't matter. I'm always trying to make that the match of the night that everybody can talk about, because you never know what opportunities you can get from that moment.
Hell yeah.
100%. Speaking of match of the night, you, sir, have had many a match of the night. Maybe I'm a little biased because I was a part of a good portion of those, but you've been a part of a good amount of matches of the night. But when it comes to a match of the night, when it comes to a favorite match, what would be, as a kid, what was your favorite match that you had watched?
I'd say it's the match that got me into wrestling. It was Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair. It's just, I was a little kid. I think I was like 4 or 5 or something like that. Man. And yeah,
I was there for that. I was like 8 years old. I was there for
that. Yeah, but just seeing like everyone I'm like, man, these guys are fighting, but they're emotional. They're crying. The fans there's like more than 50,000 people or something like that, and they're all crying and being emotional. And I'm like, what's this all about? Like, why are we so into it? Why are we so invested? Why are we like even shedding tears about this? And I think since then, I've always wanted it, maybe not to have that reaction, but I've always wanted to entertain or make people feel something. Whether it's happy or sad or mad or whatever, I always wanted people to feel something off of my work. So I think that's one of my favorite matches, just because it inspired me to be where I'm at. Another match, just wrestling wise, and what it made me feel, was Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio at Halloween Havoc. Especially because I'm Hispanic, I'm Puerto Rican, I'm on the smaller side, and to see Rey Mysterio literally from nothing, and then I feel like that was the big moment for Rey Mysterio when he finally won the Cruiserweight title. That means a lot to me, because it's like, this is not larger than life. This is not the land of the giants anymore. This is like, you can make it if you want to. All you have to do is work hard and be consistent, and you can make it to where you want to be.
Yeah, that match, bro. Yeah. That's I know that's like your favorite match, but that match is so good. But every time I think about that match too, I think about after the match when Ray won, and he was in the corner and he had the belt, and Eddie came up behind him and he was like, ah! And he went flying. I always think about that. That shit is so funny, bro. Yeah. But yeah, that match is good. But what's a before Mr. Theo asks another question? What's a like a current match, like a recent match? What that would be like your favorite?
Current match. Every match that I have. No, I'm just playing. Recently, I feel like I like Naito versus Kenny Omega in the G1 Climax. But I don't know. Time goes by so quick. That was probably like 10 years ago or something like that.
Right.
Recently, I watched Osprey versus Omega. That match, like, it was nonstop.
Yeah.
You know, especially as a wrestler, you know what it is to be in the ring. And sometimes you want to be like, dang, like, somebody throw me a freaking bottle of water or something. And them just going nonstop. That match really inspired me. Even to the match that I had with Mikey recently, it was like, I want to give it my all, you know?
Right.
Like, it don't matter how it's not about how I feel. It's about how they feel outside in that moment.
Yeah. Great match. And you also had a great match. I watched that live, of course. That match, banger, absolute banger. Mr. Theo, I don't think you watched it.
I did not watch the match. I need to get sent the match here. I need
We
to
gotta
see
put
this
you
boy
on,
cook.
bro.
I need to see the
That match
boy
was
win the
crazy.
championship here.
That was a good match.
Yeah.
That was a good match.
Appreciate it.
All right. We are big music fans here in the OTS project. I am a huge jazz fan. That's kind of what I'm trying to go for here towards a career here, is trying to play some jazz music myself. I'm learning to play the drums and all that. I'm starting to have like performances and stuff like that. Kyle here, I know he's a big music fan. He's been getting into K-pop recently a lot. He's been getting into a lot of other stuff. What's some music that you kind of gear towards, especially when it comes to like getting ready for like a big match or something like that? What gets you in like a hype mood, sort of, to speak?
Man, I don't. Let me see. Usually, when something about me just clicks when I walk through the curtain, so I wouldn't. It doesn't make sense because the music that I listen to before I go out is maybe like Tory Lanez, like R&B, or maybe Giveon. Like that's the type of music I like.
He wants that love.
No, I feel it. I feel it. I fuck with it.
Yeah, that's the music that I like in the real world. So I don't really like switch it up.
Right.
It's just me who switches. But that's kind of the music that I listen to a lot. Let me see. Sometimes I'll throw in like King Von or Pop Smoke or something like that, so I can start like getting loose. But I really try to listen, like, I like a lot of R&B. 21 Savage, yeah. But I really like a lot of R&B. Sometimes some rap, but mostly R&B.
No, I fuck with it. R&B's great.
That's good.
Hell yeah.
All right, so we have a little segment that we like to do on the OTS, or on the Cousins of the Cosmos. We like to have a podcast where we rank things. We do a little top 5 ski. We have a blind rank, but also we do the Cousins of the Cosmos podcast with just our top 5, and it's a topic. So I'm gonna give you a top 5, not a blind rank. I'm not gonna give you the actual things. You have to rank them yourself. So I know you're a big anime fan, Mr. Roman.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you to give me your top 5 animes that you have ever watched.
Top 5 animes. Oh, I could get canceled for this.
Uh-oh.
Number 1, Death Note.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that was like that's the second anime I watched. I like animes more that make you like think. Like Erased, Attack on Titan. But I say Death Note is number 1. Number 2, I'm really into JJK. I read the manga, all that, the movie, everything. I'm like a big JJK fan. Number 3, I like My Hero Academia. The ending was, the fans not too much, but yeah.
I know.
Yeah. But the anime was fire. The manga was fire. And yeah, number 4. Dang. I switch it up. I like Your Lie in April. I don't know if you guys seen that one.
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
That shit's fire, bro.
Yeah.
That shit made me cry.
That one made me feel something.
Yeah.
And then number 5. It's hard for number 5. I say maybe Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan. I don't know. Number 5. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Number 5 is like interchangeable.
Yeah.
But with the movie that came out with Demon Slayer, the only thing that I hear about Attack on Titan is that it like spread out so much. Like it took like 5 years for the final episode to come out between the last season and then the final episode.
Right.
So it kind of like takes you out, and then you got to rewatch it, go back in. So I say like Demon Slayer because it's pretty consistent through every season.
Yeah, My Hero Academia. That's Theo's favorite. He's got a poster there in the background.
Yeah, I got a poster right
that's
there.
it.
Yeah. Who's your
That's it.
favorite character?
I love Eraserhead, bro. He's the goat, bro. I love that man so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. This is my favorite right here.
Oh yeah.
That's my goal. That's my goal.
Dude, he's so cool, bro.
Yeah. I think on like all anime, I think that's my favorite character.
Dude, that's a great character, honestly. I can't even be mad at that. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's good stuff.
Oh yeah, shit! It's my turn for a question. I forgot where we were.
hell?
Shit, I got so caught up in the My Hero Academia.
I was like, what the hell?
You mentioned earlier, Javon Evans is one of the people you were kind of around in the early scenes there of you wrestling.
Yeah.
What's it like just seeing him just kind of explode with popularity over the past year or two, being in NXT and now SmackDown and stuff like that? What's that like?
Yeah, it's cool. I still hang out with him whenever he can, whenever I can. It's really cool because I saw him. The reason I trained at Firestar is because I was a little kid and I saw Javon and I saw Jackson Drake winning the tag team titles for that promotion, and I was like, oh shoot! Like all these promotions, they're like, you see like these old vets, and you're like, I'm kind of scared to get into that world because of that. But with them, I was like, I see that there's an opportunity for even kids our age that we can, somewhat make it in the promotion that we're in. So it's really cool seeing him now, Hollywood. I call him Hollywood all the time. Just, flourishing in wrestling because that's kind of the reason that I started. I hate to tell him that because, his chest gets big and all that. but he's kind of the reason why I even, like, if you can say it, started wrestling. Because if I wasn't in Firestar, I wouldn't have been anywhere else. So him and Jack, they're kind of the reasons why I started, and it's really cool to see them, get big where they're at because that's where I want to be. That's what I want to do. And those are the same people that, we stayed at each other's houses. We ate the same food. We've worked out together. So it's like, it gives me assurance to know, like, just keep going and keep doing what you're doing because you can be there also and you can make it even bigger if those are in the plans.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. I mean, yeah, Javon Evans killing it, was in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
Jackson Drake, Evolve champion. I think he just had a match with Joe Hendry for the NXT title or something last.
Yeah, he was in the ladder match.
Yeah, so like those guys are both killing it. I remember, obviously, I knew Javon in the sense that you had told me about him.
Yeah.
But you had also showed me Jackson Drake from pretty early on. I was like, damn, both these guys, like you said, like they're just both insanely talented, insanely good. So I'm happy to see them there too. You kind of my next question, you kind of talked on it a second ago there. So I want to ask you overall, maybe get a fuller explanation. What is your overall goal in professional wrestling?
My overall goal, I mean, when I started, obviously everybody wants to be in WWE. Everybody wants to main event WrestleMania. I feel like that's like the basic answer.
Mm.
But my goal, when I was a little kid, like, this is real. Like, I used to pray, like, on my knees for just an opportunity to be in the ring, So every time that I step into the ring, I'm so, like, grateful that I'm doing this, that I'm able to entertain whoever's in the crowd. So I say my goal now is just keep doing what I'm doing and eventually be able to, make a living off of this, whether that's WWE, AEW, New Japan. Obviously, I have goals in my career that I want to wrestle in Japan. I would love to wrestle in Puerto Rico. Like, those are things for me, but I say overall is just be able to make a living off of this because this is something that I don't want to stop doing this. Like, I've never thought, like, oh, at this age, if I don't make it here, that's the problem with a lot of people. They're like, oh, if I don't make it at this age, I'm going to quit. And it's like, I've never thought about when I'm going to quit. I'm just like, I'm not going to stop until the freaking Lord takes me,
Right.
So
Right.
I feel like that's my goal, is just to be able to make a living off this, like provide for my family in this business, because it's something that I want to do. I never want to stop wrestling at all.
100%, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen it. We've talked about it before. That you just in today's day and age, WWE, AEW, it's not necessarily even like before it used to be like you gotta get signed to WWE or else you're you're cooked. But now there are so many places, there are so many avenues on the indies or other companies that sign you, like MLW or NWA. There are so many ways to make money through professional wrestling now. So
Hell yeah.
it's definitely a lot easier than it was, you know.
Hell yeah.
So you're still a pretty young guy, but I mean you've been having a lot of success, having a lot of matches and stuff like that, wrestling for pretty much years at this point since you were a teenager, if I remember correctly. Yeah. What kind of advice would you give to similar people in similar situations who are like kids or teenagers trying to get into this business for the first time, trying to get into the ring for the first time?
Yeah, I mean, the advice I would give to younger people or even older people that don't know yet, is just never say no unless you're uncomfortable with something, but always be like, I know there's not like we're signed or anything like that, but be a company guy, I guess. Um, Never be scared of the moment. Like, if you're gonna do something, do it 100%. You know, don't be like, oh, this is not the main event, or this is not a title match, or this is not important. Make it important. Make it the main event. Make it, like I say always, like on social media, I'm like, I'm the spotlight, I'm the main event, I'm the champ. Like, this doesn't define me being the main event. This doesn't define me being the spotlight. This doesn't define me being the champ. Because every time I step into the ring, I know that I'm the spotlight. Everyone's gonna have their eyes on me. So I say my advice is just, be professional. Don't try to get in anyone's way. You don't have to step on anybody's toes. You don't have to kiss ass to make it to the top. Just make it your own way and try to help others.
100%.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. We saw we won't name a name, but we saw some interesting stuff recently with somebody on some shows that's very young and very new and just is not understanding and doesn't have a vet to reel them in.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what you're saying. Just be professional and like, there's no reason to have an ego for anything. Like, you're not John Cena, you're not Shawn Michaels, you're not AJ Styles. Yeah. So, what's the point of having an ego? Just be cool, be humble, be ready to work, and be ready to put people over. You know what I'm saying, and whatnot. So yeah. All right, I have a few. I got a few more because I think that was the last of Theo's questions. Unless you have
I've got
more.
one more question. I got one more question.
All right, so I'll go to my next one here. You've got some friends, you've got some people that you've come across through wrestling. But if you had to choose one person in wrestling, who would you say is your wrestling soulmate?
My wrestling soulmate. Let's see. I try to like I said, not get in anyone's way. I'm really quiet backstage. Outside of like wrestlers, it's gotta be you. Like, you my boy. I met you because of wrestling. So I say there's you, Javon, obviously, Jackson Drake. I've gotten really close to DMC, Mikey Spandex, Noah Vale. Those are all people that are where I'm trying to be on another level. So I'm really not trying to like, I don't go backstage to like make friends and like, I'm professional. I shake everyone's hand. I'm there to, have a good show, but I try to hang around bigger fish,
Right.
So I feel like those are my people. Obviously, Javon's gotta be my soulmate,
Yeah.
That's
I'd say,
my
yeah.
boy.
In ring, I'd say it's definitely Javon Evans because you guys.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, it's on our channel here. If you're watching it, you can go watch. There's two matches we uploaded that you guys had, and yeah, you guys just had insane chemistry. You guys just understand each other better than you would understand someone else. So if I had to pick one for you, that isn't me, of course, it would be Javon Evans for sure.
Hell yeah.
Again, as I mentioned before, a lot of big names in this industry throughout pretty much all time since the sport became a thing here.
Yeah.
I guess I should be asking, who exactly of anybody at any time at any company would be your dream match scenario? If it had to be Elias Ruhlman versus anybody at any time, who's the one guy you fighting?
Man, I don't have like one. That's the thing. Like, I don't have one specific guy because I want to wrestle every person that I can think of in my head. Man, that's so hard. I love but all these people that I think are people that I watched growing up, so maybe they're not in wrestling right now, but I still got them in my head. So I say Undertaker definitely is my number one. That's when I was a little kid, I was like, my end all be all was being at WrestleMania against the Undertaker, don't matter where on the card it was. So I say the Undertaker. Jushin Thunder Liger is another guy that I looked up to. But obviously they're retired.
Mm-hmm.
But currently, I feel like Kenny Omega would be one of my guys. That's someone that I really looked up to. And everything that he's been through is like, I gotta get in the ring with Kenny Omega no matter what show it is.
I mean, it don't get any better than that, bro. It really don't.
Just manifesting that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna happen.
That'd be dope.
All right, I got 2 more questions here before we wrap up. What is next for Elias, AK47 Roma? What's the game plan? You have the executive championship. What's the plan from here?
The plan from here, my goal in the establishment is to be the best executive champion that there's been. I don't care about longest. Like right now, I can drop the belt. I feel like I'm the best executive champion. But I don't want to say that. I gotta prove it. So every time that I step into the ring in the establishment, I'm gonna make sure that I prove that I'm the best executive champion. Outside of that, just wrestle as much as I can. I want to wrestle the best in Florida and the best in the Indies. I can think of, I wrestled Mikey Spandex. I wrestled DMC. I really want to wrestle Noah Vale. I feel like we can make some magic. It's all about timing. Whenever, he comes my way or I go his way, I feel like that's going to be magic. So, I feel like just being the best I can, regardless on what show I'm on or who I'm wrestling. What's next for me? Next week, I'm going to be in the establishment. Ain't nobody got nothing to say about me. I'm the champ. I'm the boss. If somebody got something to say about that, they can see me in the ring March 14th at 7 p.m. And I deal with them quick. They might get their ass fired. I don't do a lot. I'm not about talking. I'm about action real quick.
Elias don't play, bro. I saw that clip after you won the Strizap, and you went into Charlie's office and you said, "Charlie, open that door," and he opened that door and you said, "Good boy, good boy."
Oh yeah, he's gonna be a good boy for a while. I'll make sure he acts right.
that had me feeling. I was like, "Oh shit!"
That was so funny.
Around. All right, I'm gonna slide. I have one more, but I want to slide one more in here real quick too. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we do our the whole point of OTS is to bring people out the shadows. Me and Theo every week have an OTS showcase. If you had to put somebody on, if you had to give it OTS showcase, who would you give the OTS showcase to?
Right now, like I said, Noah Vale's been killing it. Javon's been killing it. Let's see. I feel like someone who's low key, but they're doing really good is Brian Atomic and Tiny Tinely. They've been killing it on every show they're on. They've been killing it. It's kind of hard when I'm on the show because I gotta do my thing.
That's right.
But when they're on the show, it's gonna be like not only the main event is gonna be good, but wherever they're on the card is gonna be good. So it helps everybody on that show. So I feel like those two have really been killing it. Yeah,
they're great. I've worked with them. We both worked with them. They've always been super professional, super kind, super cool. But when the bell rings, they're ruthless, man. They don't mess around. You're getting thrown by both of them. So good. That's a good one. All right, last question before we let you go here. Obviously, again, you're my best friend. We have so many memories together. You have a few memories with Theo there as well. So to wrap it up, to have a fun little moment, what is one memory with me or with me and Theo that just sticks out in your mind?
Oh man,
gotta get emotional now. Hold up.
No, I get emotional because it pissed me off. It pissed me off. Man, this was like 3:00 in the morning. I think we were on the game with your sister too. Just doing it was a GTA heist, and I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know nothing about GTA. Like I'm just trying to make some money and buy cool clothes, and that's it. and I get yelled at for no. I don't even know what I did. I wasn't like crouching. I didn't know how to crouch, so I was just like walking straight. I forgot who yelled at me.
It was me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like 16 years old, 17 years old, getting yelled at for a GTA heist. And that was like the first time ever I wanted to like log off and just like throw my PlayStation in the garbage. But yeah, that one, I say, like I always think about that one. I'm like, man, they really was yelling at me for some GTA hype.
The funny thing is, that was also the first thing that popped into my mind.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was not the first thing that popped in my mind. The first thing that popped in my mind, we can't fully explain it because it's not great. But when we went and saw Creed 3, that's
Hey, it's different. I'm the champ now. It's different.
It was pre-champ Elias.
yeah. Just know everybody, it was a hilarious time that resulted in Theo having to go stand in the bathroom.
I had to
for
walk
20
out.
minutes.
I had to walk out the theater, bro.
He had to stand in the bathroom for 20 minutes because he was laughing so hard and so loud.
I felt so bad for everybody else in the theater. We could not stop laughing for like the last 40 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But what's one in the ring with you and me? What's one that sticks out?
Oh, dang. Dang, we have a lot. I remember, like, I don't want to get like emotional, so I'm gonna say this one. We had a match at the establishment. I was trying to show off a little bit. It was a tag team match.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what I did, and my knee just got caught on the ropes. My legs got caught on the rope, and it was the finish, and I had to get out. And I was telling everybody to open the ropes, and I remember Kyle, like slow motion, getting up and trying to move it, and it kept getting tighter on my leg. I thought I was gonna lose my leg. I thought I was gonna get everything that night. But yeah, that's one of the best moments.
I remember
it was so real.
I remember too when I tried to pull it open. I realized it was just getting tighter. I tried to. I was like, the only thing I can do is try and get underneath you and try and push you back into the ring, so that it would undo. But I couldn't get you. I couldn't get you over the rope.
It was just getting like anyone touched me and it was just getting tighter. I don't even know how I got out of that.
Yeah, that was bad. That was scary. That was scary. But all right,
that was embarrassing, low key.
Where can everybody find you at online?
Instagram, Elias AK47 official. X, Elias AK47 _ official, I believe. And
Something like that.
I have Facebook.
You do have Facebook.
That's Elias AK47.
You got TikTok
and
too?
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel, Elias AK47 Roman. I haven't posted in a minute, but I'm gonna try to post.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
And anybody, I mean, if anybody follows any of the OTS socials, you can just go to the OTS thing, and I'm pretty sure everything has you tagged in it anyway. So that's a quick way to find where he's at. But bro, I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for being our first interview. It means a lot.
Hell yeah.
I'm very proud of you holding that championship. It's a long time coming. We had a nice phone call about it anyways, but you know what it is.
Yeah, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Yeah, this was awesome. It's been great seeing you again, man.
Yeah, love seeing you, bro. We all gotta hang out again.
Yes, we gotta play GTA again.
Yeah, no, hell no.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. We appreciate y'all. Make sure shout out to WNRN, of course. We're all WNRN affiliates at this point. We're all we're dubbed the WNRN kids at this point. So that's us. So shout out to WNRN, and yeah, follow us on everything at Out the Shadows or OTS Project. And yeah, we'll see y'all next time.